Hello Brick Smarties, Brick Smarty here. Anyone here like dragons? Of course, we love dragons. But when it comes to Lego, which one? Lego have a number of dragons in various sets in the Ninjago series and Harry Potter series, but how do they shape up? There are a number of recurring themes and problems with dragons, so how does each model address these issues and which is the most fun to build? Last week we took a look at the Fire Attack Dragon and the Hungarian Horntail Dragon from the Harry Potter series. And today we're going to take a look at the two slightly bigger Ninjago dragons, Lloyd's Legendary Dragon and Lloyd's Golden Ultra Dragon. We'll look at the basics, the builds, then review and compare. This video is a bit different from my normal content and I won't be making any MOCs out of these sets. But don't worry, I've been working on a new Deep Sea Creatures series and this will be out in a few weeks. Let me know what MOCs you think I should create to complete this series. I've also got a number of MOCs in mind for a new Majestic Tiger series, so this will probably be next in line after that. Before I get any further into this, I would like to thank everyone who's subscribed and for getting involved with all your comments and suggestions. Please keep them coming. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to Bricksmart Workshop so you don't miss any of my new LEGO MOCs. And a special thank you to those of you who head over to Rebrickable and buy some of my lovingly created instructions on there. And a super thank you to those of you who click the super thanks button below this video and make a small contribution that way. Okay, let's get back to the dragons. The LEGO Lloyd's Legendary Dragon set has 747 pieces and retails at $59.99 in the UK. The LEGO Lloyd's Golden Ultra Dragon set has 989 pieces and retails at $129.99 in the UK. These Ninjago dragons come in a long line of many previous Ninjago dragons, as each of the Ninjago ninjas ride their own dragon. These two dragons are both four-legged dragons, rather than the two-legged dragons, which some authors refer to as wyverns, that we had last week. Lloyd's Legendary Dragon is a chunky-looking green and dark blue dragon that comes with 4 minifigs. Lloyd's Golden Ultra Dragon is a large golden 4-headed dragon that comes with no less than 9 minifigs. Okay, well let's take a look at the builds now before I give you my reviews. Let's start with the Lloyd's Legendary Dragon build. that was Lloyd's legendary dragon build. Okay, let's take a look at the Lloyd's Golden Ultra Dragon build. And that was the Lloyd's Golden Ultra Dragon build. I enjoyed the Lloyd's legendary dragon build, but it does suffer from the same problem a lot of dragon builds encounter. With such long necks and wings, they really have to make compromises to keep the weight down, so the various joints don't collapse. For the head, this means using hollowed out preformed upper head and lower jaw pieces. These don't really feel like genuine Lego, and there is little to actually build, so it feels like a bit of a cheat. For the wings, cloth covers are attached to a skeleton framework, which can look okay, but again doesn't really feel like genuine Lego. And with this dragon, they look a little small for the size of the body. It'll have to flap like crazy to stay airborne. But it's a satisfying build, and it really did grow on me as the build went along. There are some interesting curved wedge pieces used to make the puffed up chest, and enough pieces to make an interesting build. The back legs might be a bit small and blocky on the rear, but the feet are a big improvement over the fire attack dragon. I wasn't sure when I saw the photo, but when I built the feet they are satisfying and work well. I'm not a huge fan of the green and blue colour scheme, but it was an enjoyable build overall, and with 4 legs and 4 minifigs, it makes a stable and fun set to play with. The Lloyds Golden Ultra Dragon build was even more of a treat. It's more than twice as expensive as the legendary dragon. Do gold pieces have actual gold in them? I guess not, but then there are a lot more large body and preformed head pieces here. So if you can afford this, it might make a nice Christmas present for young LEGO Ninjago or Dragon fans. The build is really enjoyable, and there are all sorts of interesting pieces and combinations throughout the whole build. And the whole thing is gold. I particularly like the new curved pieces used in the legs and the Technic mechanism used to open and close the wing segments. I really like the scale pattern design at the front of the chest. The feet are almost exactly the same as in Lloyd's legendary dragon, so whilst I do quite like the design, it would have been nice to see something new here. All 4 heads can be posed independently, and with the opening wing mechanism and the 9 minifigs, this does increase the playability of this set more so than any of the other Ninjago dragons. If the much higher price doesn't put you off, this would be my pick of the bunch. I've got a surprise build to look at next week, and 1 or 2 other things I'm working on before I release Deep Sea Creatures Part 15. If you can't wait, check out some of my MOCs on rebrickable.com. You got to build them all! Or maybe just pick and choose a few favourites. Just follow the link in the description below. And don't forget to look me up on Instagram for more good stuff and behind the scenes photos, and use the hashtag BrickSmartWorkshop to tag your photos so I can see your creations. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. You made it this far, so why not give us a like or make a comment below. Click here if you'd like to see some of the LEGO Deep Sea Creatures series, or here if you'd like to see some of my other LEGO digital creature builds. And don't forget to subscribe to BrickSmart Workshop so you don't miss any of my new MOCs.